Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and today I'm giving you your weekly message for June 10th through the 16th. I don't know, I had a brain fart there for a second. Okay, so anyway, let's see what Spirit has in store for you. You have trust yourself. Trust yourself, Taurus. And then you have defend to the end, the worthwhile. That's actually beautiful. Okay, and then let's get you some tea leaf messages and see what comes out with these for your weekly message. Oh my gosh, you have deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, so you could definitely be expanding a friendship in your life, or you're meeting a new friend. You have someone behaving stupidly. So I know we have the Mars in Taurus. Mars is moving into Taurus, and that's going to be squaring Pluto this week. So that should, be an interesting energy for sure. Oh, I want to take that one on the bottom of the deck because it says opportunity or windfall. Woohoo! Okay, so you have affairs with your family, and you have do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay, so I mean, listen, there can definitely maybe be, like, with a friend or family member, be some altercations. That would that would fall under the Pluto square Mars kind of energy. I mean, to be honest with you, because it's going to affect Taurus, okay, and Aquarius, I would say the most. But anyway, we'll definitely see what else you have in store when we get to your tarot. We're going to dive a little deeper for you, Taurus. All right, you have the Ten of Cups. Gorgeous. The Ace of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Temperance card. Oops. These are really big cards. You have the Grimalkin, Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Magician in reverse, the Lovers, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Interesting, with the Eight of Wands underneath that. Okay, Taurus. So, okay, I will say here with this Ten of Cups in the recent past, I mean, that looks really good in terms of happiness, fulfillment, beauty in your life. It could be with a family member, things could be going really well with people in your life. However, because you have the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Wands here with the someone is behaving stupidly, I do feel like that this has to do with the past, okay? With this someone is behaving stupidly, especially with the Nine of Wands. It can represent the battles of the past, okay? Even like the very recent past. And so I feel like, you could be a little bit guarded with yourself with somebody, specifically a family member or a close friend, that kind of thing. And you may be really leaning into trusting your intuition about this individual, because you just want to make sure that, this person is open to doing right by you, and I think that that's fair if you are being cautious with your energy, taking the necessary precautions to not get, too involved in the drama with another person. Because, I mean, to me, I feel like there was a walking away of some sort of union with a person. This could be, like I said, this could be a partner, a family member, a friendship, whatever. But there was, a leaving this behind, okay? But as we come into the present moment here, you do have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. So to me, there is a conversation, there's clarity, there's healing. There could even be a deepening of a friendship, doing the right, or a deepening of the relationship, of the connection, somebody doing the right thing, okay? And I'm also seeing that there could be some sort of news that you're receiving in terms of a financial opportunity with that Ace of Pentacles. But the Ace of Pentacles can also represent like potential for stability in your life or more stability. So, I mean, with this trust yourself energy, I feel like there's going to be a need to really lean into your intuition and understanding of what you're really wanting or whatever you feel is the right thing. Trust your decision-making process. Okay. Because I feel a little bit too, it's really weird to me because I'm looking at the Five of Wands, and I know that they're like cat toys, right? I mean, it's a more of a playful energy instead of a fighting energy. So, I mean, it could be like playful fighting or something like that, you know, or to me, it could also be like lightening up the conflicts or the altercations that have happened in the recent past or in the past, okay? Like, you know, it's just a lighter energy between you and another person, okay? But like with this defend to the end, the worthwhile, I feel like this really comes down to like your value and your boundaries for yourself and, you know, defending what you need to do for yourself to protect yourself or to make sure that you're freaking honoring yourself, Taurus. I mean, I think that there are times that we can definitely be overprotective of ourselves and sometimes when we're overprotective, you know, we're being really hyper vigilant and we may be making mountains out of molehills and, you know, just protecting ourselves against things that we don't necessarily need to protect ourselves from because of trauma responses. But I don't think that this is that. I think that this is more in terms of you're honoring and valuing yourself. And so you're making sure to be precautious with a person in your life, okay? Which honestly is really fine. I think it's fine. But I mean, the Nine of Wands can represent like resiliency and overcoming a challenge, overcoming a problem, you know, wanting to start over and try again. And so there could definitely be this energy of trying again. But I am also getting the sense that, you know, Taurus, that until you see change behavior with people, you really can't trust that they're not going to hurt you again. You know, I was watching this reel the other day and it was talking about like, you know, people who invalidate you or they don't create a safe space for you, that, you know, it's kind of, you know, at the end of the relationship or the connection, the friendship, the whatever, you know, it's like a death by 1,000 cuts. Like you have given them chance after chance after chance after chance. And, you know, finally you realize that if you give them one more chance, it could potentially be one more cut, right? And so I feel like you want to make sure before you give any more chances to anybody else in your life that they are coming in with integrity and that they are the type of person that you feel safe around. Otherwise, you're going to just be cautious with your energy and make sure that you don't get too involved with people who might just cut you one more time. Okay. All right. So, wow. What a way to start the week. Okay. So, you have the Four of Swords in your near future with the Two of Cups. So to me, that I feel like is very healing and, you know, just coming together kind of energy with this Two of Cups. I mean, it's definitely a deep flowing connection and it's one that brings a lot of peace to your life. However, because of the Magician in reverse, I feel like that there is a concern that you may have around, losing your power. You know, okay, so a realization that had come to me recently was that when you're over empathetic, you can be easily manipulated or taken advantage of. And so to be empathetic, yes, that is a wonderful quality to have. But if you're overly empathetic and you're overly understanding of people, then they can really take advantage of that. And that can eventually lead to you losing yourself, you losing your power in the connection, you know, over yourself because of the fact that they can become very controlling of you. I want to get some more cards on this, so I'm going to grab a clarifier deck. I'll be right back. Okay, Spirit, tell us about the Magician in reverse in the near future, please. You have the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, that looks good with the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. Let's get one more. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, so what I feel for you is, I feel like, okay, the Knight of Pentacles sometimes, I mean, because it is a knight, while the knight has more security and stability and integrity than the other knights do, is probably the one you can trust the most. They are still a knight. And knights can be easily swayed, right? They really can. And when you think about it, they can be easily swayed if the price is high enough, right? If there is something of interest for them, they can easily be swayed. If you've watched enough shows about like kings and queens and knights and stuff like that, like I have, I'm really into fantasy and stuff like that. And yeah, so if you've watched enough, you know that, like, even in the Game of Thrones, for instance, like, you know, there was a knight that, no, it wasn't Game of Thrones. Maybe it was maybe it was the spin-off one, the House of the Dragon. I can't remember which one it was, but there was a knight that was swayed to go to the other side, okay? And that's the one that I'm thinking about. I'm pretty sure it was House of the Dragon. I'm pretty sure it happened in both of the shows, but I'm thinking of one specific knight in general, right? And this knight seemed to originally be the one who was very very stable, very loyal, very committed, and then all of a sudden was easily swayed, okay? And it was kind of a surprise, right? And so I feel like, and the reason why this is relevant, okay, is because I feel like with that Queen of Swords, you're trying to make sure that this is not just potential. Like, this is not just, you know, them putting on the right face for now until they find some sort of incentive to do you wrong, okay? Yeah, that's horrible, right? But learning to trust people again after they've hurt you can be a challenging process. Let's just be real. Okay, let's just be real. So, but because the King of Pentacles is here, that also shows me that the King of Pentacles graduates or progresses to the Knight of Pentacles progresses to the King of Pentacles. Okay, so but I feel like since the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords is right here in the middle, and this is, yeah, I'm going to keep my sword up and I'm going to be looking out for the truth, trusting myself. Like, this is you. You're trusting yourself to make sure that you are not being taken advantage of or manipulated by a person. This is not the type of reading that I like to do particularly, but I think with the astrology this week, it sort of makes sense. Okay, so it just is what it is. So, your opportunity is the Temperance card, the Three of Pentacles, and the Lovers card. I mean, the Lovers card can always signify a choice. It's about free will, okay? At the end of the day, it is your choice. It is your choice to decide to lean into the harmony and, you know, the peace of a situation, to try to see if you can turn this Five of Wands into the Two of Cups, the fire into water, right? Like, find that alchemy, find that serenity, find that sweet spot with another person, okay? And, you know, work together on rebuilding the connection. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is your choice. That's why it's in your opportunity. So what you should focus on is the Grimalkin. I don't remember specifically what the Grimalkin is about in this deck, and I'm moving, so I've got my the booklet packed right now. But if I'm just looking at the imagery of the card, I believe that it's about, you know, divine wisdom, a greater understanding, you know, even like psychic intuition, looking at that owl. And I feel like also being like ahead of the game, because I'm looking at that fox too, like being ahead of the game, you know, making sure that you are not making sure that you are not so easily swayed and that you are really standing your ground in terms of keeping your eyes open and being ready, being ready to make swift moves in this connection if needed. Yeah. Because you got the Six of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Are you going to hang on tight or are you going to walk away? This is going to be obviously different for each one of you individually. But there is definitely a person in your life, okay? Like I said, this could be anybody. This could be a coworker. But this is your like main message today, which is really interesting to me, that it has to do with relationships for you this week, Taurus. You know, that Mars in Taurus squaring Pluto in Aquarius could be, you know, seeing a transformation of like arguments and disagreements that you've had with people, or it can be the demise of them. And I think that ultimately it's going to be different for each one of you individually. Now, because you have the deep friendship with someone, I do feel like you got the Two of Cups in the middle of the deck, or in the middle of your spread. So I do feel like there is a very wonderful connection with this person. I'm also just getting the sense that you are just leaning in. I just hate to say, like, I'm tired of repeating the message. I'm sorry, but like, you're just really leaning into trusting yourself and just trying to make sure, like, you know, is this person using me? Is this person just bored and lonely and they're just going to drop me like a hot pocket when they got something better that comes along? Like, you are really just keeping your eyes open, because I think that honestly, Taurus, you worked way too hard for your serenity, and that's why you're defending to the end the worthwhile. And if you notice, there's an owl there as well. Yeah, and I mean, your intuition is strong this week. It could be strong all the time, but it is really strong this week. This flag here says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Pay attention for any potential red flags. Like, don't overlook them, okay? And don't accept somebody back into your life just because you're lonely, you know? I mean, just make sure that your standards in terms of your value and your worth are set in stone. Okay, like, set in stone. You do not waver on your self-value whatsoever. If you believe that you deserve to be treated with respect and somebody disrespects you, then you know where your line in the sand is, okay? If you feel like you deserve for somebody to give you a conversation before bouncing out of your life, then you know where your line in the sand is, okay? And it's that simple. I mean, and the list goes on and on and on in terms of what you believe that you deserve, right? Those are just examples. So we're going to look at the opportunity or windfall for you, because yeah, we want to add a little something else to this reading. Tell me about this opportunity or windfall for Taurus, please. Because you do have that Ace of Pentacles there. Look at that. The Page of Cups. This is beautiful. It's gorgeous energy so far. We'll see. Oh, yes. The Emperor. Oh, look at that. The Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is gorgeous. So, I mean, there could definitely be more money, inheritance, even with that Ten of Pentacles, other people's money, you know, maybe even winnings, that kind of thing. For some of you, it could even be with the opportunity with the Emperor card, like you are elevating in some way this week in terms of, you know, being promoted. Or maybe for some of you, it may not even be a promotion. It could just be like you're moving in the energy of a boss, okay? Or some of you could actually decide to be your own boss and you are getting more opportunities. Additionally, if you are already your own boss, you could just see more opportunities coming in for you. It could be more clients. It could be an influx of views or likes, followers, if you work online, that kind of thing. So, but I mean, I definitely feel like this opportunity is really helping you get closer and closer to your end game, okay? Your long-term goals. So let's go ahead and get you a closing oracle message, Taurus. prayers. Fearless. And fairy magic. Oh my gosh, would take flight on the bottom of the deck. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. So I feel like this is about your prayers being answered because of the fairy magic. Look at that. Do you see that 4-leaf clover right there? And so to me, this is like luck that is really expanding for you, abundance that is expanding for you. And the fearless right there, I feel like, is you just fearlessly embracing this opportunity. You not allowing yourself to hold yourself back. You not allowing yourself to second guess yourself, Taurus, to really lean into the magic of you and your own power. Because that Emperor card right here, and with this Page of Cups under the prayer, like this is a prayer that's being answered. This is a very sweet opportunity that lightens your energy, okay? I mean, for some of you, it could be an actual apology from somebody. If we're looking at it very literally, it could be an apology. Like you've prayed for somebody to come apologize to you, and they are, okay? And I mean, if I'm looking at the 10 of Pentacles, it could definitely be somebody that you have some sort of like long-term connection with, soul contract with, that kind of thing. But I'm looking at this more in terms of, you know, opportunities and advancements for you in your life. Because you have the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So for me, it's like, you know, an opportunity that has a lot of potential really expands for you, okay? And the fairy magic is, to me, just, it's light and it's fun and it's fearless. It's free, okay? You're going to feel more free. You're going to feel more in the flow of your life. You're going to feel like you're able to finally move forward with a lot more peace because you have that 6 of Swords there. And I feel like you may have just been really, honestly, clinging to your prayers and your hopes, okay, for, you know, this opportunity to come in your life. And I feel like, you know, now you are able to look up and say, wow, thank you, universe. You brought this to me. I'm feeling really good about myself. The only thing I want to say is I just looked over at the trust yourself energy. So I feel like there's just a need to continue to trust yourself, trust your ability to grab these things in your life, to receive these things, you know, because I tell you guys all the time, the universe, God, spirit will drop these blessings in our life, okay? And we can tend to, not everybody, but some of us tend to, you know, reject them or second guess ourselves, self-sabotage, that kind of thing, because of a need to really get in tune with our worth and our value. And maybe some of us don't have that, right? You know, that solar plexus energy. We've done a lot of talking about that. But I just looked over here at the Sun card and I'm feeling like actually your solar plexus is expanding, or not the Sun card, but the Sun right here. Your solar plexus is expanding. It's right there too. And sorry, I get so distracted. And you are allowing yourself to embrace these opportunities in your life. It's right there too. This is gorgeous. I actually started to get like this little like warm fuzzy feeling in my chest. And so, yeah, I think that honestly, defend what you know that you deserve. Defend what you know that you are worth, okay? Like stand up and fight for yourself. Stand up and advocate for yourself. Stand up and believe in yourself. Do not back down. Like we've been talking about this, like do not back down when it comes to you, Taurus, and your dreams and your goals and your aspirations and what's important to you and what you value and what you want more than anything. Like those are the things that you fight for. Don't waste your energy on anybody who wants to bring negative energy into your life and drain your life force, and then you have nothing left to give or to give towards the things that are important to you because you're so drained and zapped. Don't worry about that. Those are a distraction. What is most important is that you live a truly meaningful life, because when you live a truly meaningful life, people around you, the right people, they benefit. they benefit. And when you surround yourself with people who want to live a truly meaningful life, you benefit. Right? So that's what I have for you. I hope that this helps somebody, and I will see you next time. Bye for now, Taurus.